The U.S. responds to Vladimir Putin's claims after dozens are killed in a terrorist attack at a Russia concert hall. And NBC News' Chuck Todd calls out his own network for a recent hiring during Meet the Press. The Morning Rundown starts now.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world. This is the Morning Rundown.
Today is Monday, March 25th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker. We begin this morning with the latest on the terror attack at a concert hall in Russia last Friday. ISIS claiming responsibility for the assault that killed more than 130 people and injured nearly 200 others. Russia held a day of mourning on Sunday as the 4 men accused of opening fire and setting off explosives inside the concert hall near Moscow appeared in court, all showing signs of being physically beaten. Russian media reporting the men were tortured during interrogations by security services. All the men face a maximum sentence of life in prison. The 4 suspects were arrested Saturday, Russian President Vladimir Putin claiming they were attempting to flee to Ukraine. Ukrainian officials deny those claims. In a statement, U.S. officials say ISIS bears sole responsibility for this attack, and there was no Ukrainian involvement whatsoever. U.S. officials say America had also warned Russia earlier this month about a planned terrorist attack targeting Moscow and issued a public warning for Americans in Russia. Today is the deadline for former President Donald Trump to secure a $464 million bond in his New York civil fraud case, or risk having his assets seized. Trump was given 30 days to post the bond, and today marks 30 days since the judge ruled against him, saying Trump inflated his net worth for better business loans. While immediate action from the Attorney General Letitia James is not anticipated, James did file paperwork in first steps of seizing a golf club and estate in Westchester. Most of Trump's assets are in real estate, and while Trump's legal team says they failed to secure bonds from more than 30 companies, last week Trump posted on Truth Social he has the money in cash to pay the bond. By New York state law, Trump would have to post the $464 million to continue his appeal of the judge's ruling. Vice President Kamala Harris is not ruling out consequences from the United States should Israel continue with its plans to expand its military operations into the city of Rafah as part of the ongoing war against Hamas. Harris spoke with ABC News, reaffirming the Biden administration's stance against a Rafah invasion.
We have been clear in multiple conversations and in every way that any major military operation in Rafah would be a huge mistake. Let me tell you something. I have studied the maps. There's nowhere for those folks to go.
The United Nations reports over 1 million people are living in the border city, with most having been displaced from other parts of the territory due to the conflict. Despite U.S. disapproval, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been undeterred in a planned attack in Rafah as recently as last night, saying it is necessary in order to defeat Hamas. The Israeli defense minister and a separate Israeli delegation are visiting Washington this week to meet with top U.S. officials concerning the war in Gaza and plans for Rafah. NBC News is facing criticism from one of its top political reporters over the recent hiring of former Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel. It's common for networks to pull people with a political background to contribute to programs. For example, former White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki is also a contributor at NBC. But former Meet the Press moderator Chuck Todd blasted his network's executives for hiring McDaniel in a segment that aired on Meet the Press on Sunday, minutes after McDaniel was interviewed on the show.
Because I don't know what to believe. She is now a paid contributor by NBC News. So I have no idea whether any answer she gave to you was because she didn't want to mess up her contract. She wants us to believe that she was speaking for the RNC when the RNC was paying for her. So she has she has credibility issues that she still has to deal with.
Yeah.
Is she speaking for herself, or is she speaking on behalf of who's paying her?
To start Sunday's show, host Kristen Welker told viewers that McDaniel was a booked guest weeks before NBC's announcement that she would become a contributor. Some highlights from the interview with McDaniel: she said those in jail for January 6 offenses should not be freed, despite Trump recently saying the opposite. McDaniel also acknowledged President Biden legitimately won the 2020 presidential election, though she did say there were voting issues in that election. Some unanswered questions should be addressed today regarding a gambling scandal within Major League Baseball when Los Angeles Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani speaks to the media for the first time since his interpreter was fired last week. The interpreter was let go by the Dodgers after being accused of massive theft, allegedly stealing millions of dollars belonging to Ohtani in order to pay off gambling debts. The interpreter said Ohtani had nothing to do with the gambling accusations, and Ohtani has yet to speak publicly on his friend's firing. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts is standing behind his star player, saying Ohtani is doing the right thing by speaking to the media today. The MLB has opened an investigation into the gambling allegations. Finally this morning, reaction continues to pour in from around the globe after Kate, the Princess of Wales and wife of Prince William, the heir to the throne, revealed in a video on Friday she has been diagnosed with cancer.
In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment.
President Biden and the First Lady responding on X, saying, "Jill and I join millions around the world in praying for your full recovery, Princess Kate." Ivanka Trump, the daughter of former President Donald Trump, saying, "I am deeply saddened to hear about Princess Kate's diagnosis. Amidst the trials she faces, her strength and grace continue to shine brightly." Prince Harry and his wife Meghan released a statement saying, "We wish health and healing for Kate and the family and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace." Actress Jamie Lee Curtis speaking out against the conspiracy theories that had flooded social media for months, saying on Instagram, "Now we should send nothing but our best wishes to her and her family and focus on our own lives and the lives of people directly related to us." Actress Olivia Munn, who recently revealed she has been fighting breast cancer, replied to Kate, "Thank you for showing what it's like to fight with grace and determination for yourself and for your family." Over the weekend, Kate and William released a statement saying they are touched by the kind messages they have received from around the world. These are your top stories for this Monday. Unbiased, straight facts, that's Straight Arrow News. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.